Hi, it's Kevin Berger again, Iraq War veteran and cancer survivor. So I've been doing some looking into my congresswoman's background, and it's a little bothersome to me. First of all, that her staff is treating me as a nuisance and as someone who is not a constituent and doesn't have rights. That's a little bothersome to me. Instead of listening, paying attention, and hearing my concerns out, and even forwarding my concerns to my congresswoman, but that hasn't been happening. I know that for a fact. Um, Now, what I want to address today, though, is so when I called my congresswoman's office, Haley Stevens, 11th District in Michigan, they told me that she has voted for veterans issues, and I looked it up and I fact checked it, and it's true. She has. Great. Great. That still doesn't mean you really care about veterans or that you really want to listen to our concerns. And a lot of that is just politics, and you just want to get reelected. Well, the burn pit issue for me is huge because of the cancer I have. Cancer doesn't run in my family on either side, according to my grandparents. And other people I served with have the same cancer as me. Why? What is the one thing we have in common outside of serving together in Iraq? Well, the answer is nothing. We live in completely different states, completely different areas. Some people live in the city, some people live in the suburbs. I live in the suburbs. I don't live in the city. So I'm not exposed to certain things that you would be in the city all the time, because I hardly ever go there. But the fact that my congresswoman's office doesn't even want to listen to me as a constituent, to my concerns about what's going on with me, is really bothersome. Like, I really don't understand it. So this is a challenge to Miss Stevens and her office. I challenge you to hold a town hall for just veterans. Just veterans. And if you want to do one on the east side of your district over in Troy, cool. That's over an hour away, about an hour away from me, 45 minutes. I live in Highland Township, Michigan. But I also challenge you to do a Veterans Town Hall here on the west side of your district. Milford, Highland, Waldo, Commerce areas. Because there's a lot of us that live over here too. We don't just live in one area of your district. We live in all areas. But I want to voice my frustration about these burn pit issues that are dragging on and on and on. This is already my Agent Orange of my generation. For us for the veterans of my generation. I'm only 37 years old. I'll be 38 in January. I mean, I should not be having this kind of cancer this early in life. It's even the VA doctors have told me I'm too young for this. But it seems to me like no one cares. Why? Why doesn't anyone care? That bothers me a lot. And it's very hurtful and disrespectful and painful and a lot of other words I could use, but help us. I mean, we should not have to be going through this. And now I have to wait and appeal my case, even though a guy I served with, his cancer was service-connected. I mean, why do I have to do this with the VA? This is not Social Security disability. This is related to service. I mean, the VA should not be an adversarial system like it is. It's turned into an adversarial system against us. especially those of us who are exposed to these burn pits and toxic exposure that can't get any help. We can't get disability for it. So if I miss work for treatment or anything else, guess what? I'm out of luck. I don't get paid. My wife has brain cancer. So when she misses work, she doesn't qualify for anything. I mean, this ridiculousness needs to end. And let's, and your own staff, Ms. Stevens, has told me that you cannot do anything about the burn pits. You cannot introduce bills. I know that's a load of baloney. Because Ms. Tulsi Gabbard was not on the VA committee when she introduced her burn pit bills. She wasn't. She was invited by other Congress members to attend the VA committee. So I don't understand what the problem is. What's the holdup? I just don't want to see this same thing from Agent Orange happen to me and my family. Because I could have other issues going on that no one knows about or no one cares about or no one wants to look into. Because that's the other thing. The VA doctors, they don't want to investigate us and conditions and monitor us. They just don't do it. So I challenge you to hold veteran-specific town halls in your district, the 11th District of Michigan, so we can address these burn pit issues and other issues. But burn pits is one of the biggest ones affecting this generation now. Let's do something about it. Thank you.